Boolean function by using K-map. You should remember some important points. First of all, how we are filling the map. How we are filling the map. First point what we should remember is how we are filling the map. Okay. Now, if it is a SOP expression, if the given expression is SOP expression, then we are filling those min terms in the K map with ones. Those min terms, whatever the min terms that are there in the given Boolean function or given Boolean expression, those min terms, we are filling in the map by using ones. Okay, by using ones. This is the important point what we should remember. Sir, what about the POS expression? If it is a POS expression, if the given expression is POS expression, now whatever the max terms that are there in the given function, those max terms we are filling the map by using zeros, whatever the min terms, if it is a SOP expression, whatever the min terms that are there in the given function, those min terms, for those min terms inside map we are representing ones. Okay, we are filling the map with ones. If it is a POS expression, then whatever the max terms that are there in the given function, now inside the map we are filling those max terms by zeros. We are filling those max terms inside K map by using zeros. Okay. Now after filling the map, okay, after writing all the mint, after filling the map, what we are doing? Okay, after filling the map, always we are checking for highest possibility of minimization, reduction. We have to reduce maximum possible variables. Reduce maximum possible variables. Always we have to reduce maximum possible variables. Sir, how we are reducing? Okay, that only we are seeing now. Now, how to identify, how in which I can reduce the maximum possible variables. Now, in the last class where we have stopped here only. Now, we can group after filling the ones. The next step what I have to do is the second step. We have to group those ones after filling the ones. If it is a SOP by using ones, if it is a POS by using zeros. Now we have to group those ones. We have to group those min terms or max terms. We have to group those ones or zeros. Or zeros. Okay, after grouping, now what are the what we can form if we group the ones, what we can form? Okay, what is our final result after grouping the ones? It may be a pair. If you are grouping two ones, it will become a pair. If you are grouping two ones, it will become a pair. If you are grouping four ones, if you are grouping two ones, adjacent ones. Okay, if you are grouping two ones which are adjacent to each other, okay, two ones, that will become a pair. Two ones, that will become a pair. If you group four ones, that will become a quad. That will become a quad. Four ones. Okay, here we are grouping four ones. If I am grouping eight ones, Okay. That will become an octant. Octant. That will become an octant. 8 ones. Here we are grouping 8 ones. Okay. In the same, all those what I am writing here, I am representing only for ones. The same you can apply for zeros also. Not only ones. If you group zeros, if it is a POS expression, you can group zeros. Okay. Ones are zeros. Okay. Ones are zeros. Now, if you group 16 ones, if you group 16 ones, that will become hexagon. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Hexagon. Okay. If you group 16 ones, that will become hexagon. 16 ones are 16 zeros. 16 ones, it will become hexagon. Now, up to here is enough for us. Okay. In our problems, up to 4 variable, up to this, these pair, quad, and octant and hexagon is enough for us. Now, if I form a hexagon, by combining 16 adjacent ones, if I form a hexagon by combining 16 adjacent ones in the K map, how many variables I can reduce? I can reduce 4.
Variables.
I can reduce
4
4.
variables.
Okay, I can reduce 4 variables. Okay. If I form a octant, by combining 8 adjacent ones or 8 adjacent zeros, then in this case I can reduce to 3 variables.
3 variables.
I can reduce 3 variables. Okay, I can reduce 3 variables. Now, if I form a quad, then in this case I can reduce by combining 4 adjacent ones, I can reduce 2 variables. In the same way, if I form a pair by combining 2 adjacent ones, or 2 adjacent min terms, I can reduce 1 variable. One variable. Now, these are the important things what we have to remember while simplifying our K-map minimization. Now, here, depending upon the size of your K-map, now when this hexagon will form, if it is a 4 variable, sorry, not sometimes, okay, not always, sometimes, most of the cases, if it is a 5 variable, okay, not 4 variable, sorry, if it is a 5 variable K map, in that case, definitely, depending upon the min terms or depending upon the max terms, sometimes you may form an hexagon. Okay. If it is a 5 variable Boolean expression, depending upon your Boolean expression, in that case, you may form a hexagon. Here, what you have to remember is, if it is a 5 variable, then only hexagon will be formed. Okay. Now, if it is a 4 variable, function, then only you can form an octant. Then only you can form an octant. If it is a 3 variable, you can form a quad. If it is a 2 variable, you can form a pair. Okay, so many people or so many students are thinking that, sir, I can't form a pair. Here, what I am saying, when I can form hexagon, only if your variables are 5 variables, then only you can form a hexagon. If it is a 5 variable, you can form a pair, you can form a quad, you can form an octant. Everything is possible. You can form a pair, you can form a quad, you can form a octant. But In order to form a hexagon, definitely your expression must be a 5-variable expression. Your expression must be a 5-variable expression. Then only you can form a hexagon. The remaining all, whether it may be a pair, quad, octant, you can form. Without any problem. If it is a 4-variable also, you can form. Now, if it is a 4-variable expression, you can form octant, you can form quad, you can form a pair, but you can't form a hexagon. Some people may think that, sir, why can't I form? Why? Because you are saying it is a 4-variable. The 4-variable K-map contains 16 cells and each cell contains 16 variables. If in the given expression all the min terms are presented, then I can form a hexagon or not. You can form a hexagon. Then what is the what is the need of simplifying that Boolean expression? Why? Because if all the min terms are there in the given Boolean expression, Boolean expression, that is nothing but f equal to 1. What happens? All the variables will be reduced. What happens? Finally, you are getting the output as 1. F equal to 1. Why you are reducing? Why you are using this map method? We have to reduce as many variables as possible. If you consider a 4-variable K-map, then you are reducing all the 4 variables, and the final output what you are getting is f equal to 1. Now, where you are, by considering f equal to 1, what you are going to design? What kind of circuit you are going to design? There is nothing here to design. There is nothing here to design. Why? Because f equal to 1. Always true. F equal to 1 means always true. That is the reason. Definitely, if it is a 4-variable, you can form a hexagon. But most of the examples what we are solving, or most of the examples what we are doing, we can form the maximum as octant, next quad, next pair. Now, in the same way, if you consider a 3-variable, Boolean function, there you can form quad as well as you can form a pair. You can form a quad, you can form a pair. If you consider a 2-variable, you can form a pair. You cannot form quad. Cannot form quad. Here, if it is a 8-variable, if it is a 3-variable, you cannot form octant. Am I clear? Are you understanding what I am saying?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, are you following? Now tell me. Okay. Now tell me the previous example, what we have did by Boolean algebra method. Now the same problem we are going to solve by using K-map method simplification. Okay. The simple problem we have considered in the last class, the simple problem. Then we can move one by one. Okay. Now tell me the expression. What is the expression I have written in the last class? F equal to x comma y. X comma y only. Okay. That means here you can understand it is a 2-variable function. F of xy equal to
x dash y plus xy dash plus xy.
X dash y plus xy dash plus xy. Okay, this is the expression. Now, one more important point you should remember whenever you are simplifying Boolean expression by using a map method, every term should be the form. Whether it may be SOP or POS expression, the expression should be in standard form. Or canonical standard form. I hope you can understand what is a standard form. Every term should contain all the variables. Now tell me, what is the min term position? This is min term.
M1.
This is min term.
M2.
2.
This is min term.
3.
Okay. I can write the same expression by using shortcut notation or not? Sum of min-terms notation or not? Sum of min-terms of, what are the min-terms that are there in the given expression?
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
Okay, both are same. Both are same only.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Yes,
both
sir.
are same only. Okay, why? Because in the problems, whenever you are solving the problems in the examination point of view, or while doing in your notebook, sometimes you may find the expression in this format. Okay, no need to if you find the function in this format, definitely the function is in canonical standard form. Okay, now how many variables are there?
Two variables.
What is the size of my map? K map I have to draw.
4,
Four
4
cells.
cells.
Okay, two variable K map and four cells. That K map having four cells and two variables. Okay, this is my two variable and four cell K map. Now here I am writing it as X. Here I am writing it as Y. This is 0 and this is 1. This is 0 and this is 1. Okay, now onwards. Okay, now onwards. Whenever we are doing the problems, better you should fill the map first min terms. Okay, min terms. You can write the min term value. Okay, this is my 0th min term at one corner, any corner. This is the first min term 1, min term 2, min term 3, min term, sorry, min term 3. Why? Because if you see these min terms directly, you can fill the map. Okay, why? Because we know this is the 0th position, 0 1 1 0 1 1. Am I clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, are you following what I'm saying? Now,
Yes, sir.
now, first we have to write the min terms. Okay, min terms, 0th min term, first min term, second min term, third min term. Now directly you, by seeing this expression or by seeing this shortcut form, you can fill the map with ones. Why? Because the given expression is SOP expression. Here I can fill the map with 1. Here I can fill the map with another one. Here also another one. Okay. What about the remaining min terms? Okay, actually no need to fill. If you some people what how they fill, they are filling the remaining min terms as zeros. The remaining min terms as 0. Actually not required. Now wherever you find ones, what we have to do after filling the ones? We have to group the ones. We have to group the ones. Now how we are grouping the ones? Now by combining these two adjacent min terms, I can form one pair. By combining these two vertically, these two min terms, adjacent min terms, I can form another pair. As a starting problem, for your better understanding, I am writing the pairs position also. Pair 1, this is this I can consider it as pair 1. This is my pair 2. This is my pair 2. Now, if I simplify pair 1, okay, if I simplify pair 1, what I am getting is X. What I am getting is X. If I simplify my pair 2, what I am getting is Y. Okay, don't worry, I can tell you, I can come back after writing the solution, I can come back. Now, if I am simplifying my pair 2, what I am getting is Y. Now, after simplification, what you have to do? You have to combine all those simplified terms in SOP. X plus Y. This is my final solution. X plus Y. This is my final solution. Okay. So many people are thinking that, sir, how you have written directly P1? If I simplify pair 1, how we are getting X? Okay. Now, as a starting problem, I can tell you. Now, see here. What is the this cell position? Cell position is 1 0. What is this cell position?
1 1.
1 1. No. Now here this 1 is nothing but this 0 is nothing but
Right.
this, here this 1 is nothing but
X.
This one is nothing but,
Y.
am I clear? Now, what I can do? Okay, I can write this. Okay, I can write these terms. Okay, I can write these terms here. This is nothing but x y dash. This is nothing but xy. Now, what I can directly write it as, I can cancel these two. Directly, I can write it as x. You can cancel y dash plus y dash plus y. Finally, what you are going to get is x. Sir, how you have written that one? The same, xy dash plus xy. This is what we are doing in our Boolean algebra. What you can take it as a common.
X y dash plus
Into y plus y dash.
Now, what is this will become?
X.
X.
1.
Now, we are not writing all these steps here. We are not writing all these steps here. Sir, how? See here, row wise. See here, row wise. One term is common. Which is common row wise? Among in these two min terms, row wise, which is common?
1.
1.
Is common.
X is common. Which is varying column wise? Column
Y.
wise, which is varying? The varying term is y. Varying term is y. In one min term, it is y dash. In the another min term, it is y. Directly, no need to. For your understanding sake, I have written all these things. You can directly, by seeing the map, you can directly write it as P1 equal to X. Why? Because if you see row wise, X is common, column wise, Y is deferred. Y is varying. Y is varying. That is the reason directly, no need to cancel anything. Directly, you can write it as P1 equal to X. By seeing the map, by seeing your pair, we can understand it. Why? Because y is varying in these two min terms. That is the way of simplifying pair 1. Now what about pair 2? What about pair 2?
X is varying.
Now column wise, if you see column wise, y is common. Whatever the pair we have formed, in that pair y is common. Now in these two min terms, x is varying. Am I clear? Now directly you can cancel x and you can write it as y. Everyone, are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, are you following? Simple example. The first example, what we are doing is the simple example. Sir, we have not understood. If you are not understood, as a starting 1 or 2 problems, you can do in this way. You can write in your notebook in this way. Why? Because here you can clearly understand. Okay, what is the cell value here? 1 0. What is the cell value here? 1 1. Among these two terms, among these two cells, which is varying? Y is varying. What is common? X is common. In the same way, here also you can write it as the same manner. Here also, those who are not understanding properly, what is this cell value? What is that cell value? 0 1
0
only.
1.
What is this cell value?
1 1.
1 1.
1 1.
1 1. Which is common and which is varying?
Y is common, X is
Y is
varying.
common. X
Y
is
is
varying.
common, X is varying. That is the reason. Why I have written why can't I have written y dash? Why I have written y? Why can't I have written y dash?
SOP 1 is normal form, 0 is complement form, sir.
Very good. SOP 1 is normal form, 0 is the complement form. In SOP 1 is normal form and 0 is the complemented form. Now what is the common here? 1 is common. 1 means you can write it as y. 1 means you can write it as y. Am I clear, everyone?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now you can do any kind of problem or not? Now I am going to solve one more problem on 3 variable K map. Then also if you are not understanding, then I can do one more problem. Then we are going to see what about the 3 variable as well as 4 variable, 5 variable also we are going to see. Okay, now please note down these problem in your notebook, and I can move to the next problem. I can do one more problem. Okay, please note down these things. Why I have written these things? Because of as a starting problem for your understanding sake. Whenever after doing so many examples, you can understand it here. No need to write all these steps there. Directly by seeing the map, you can write the solution as in this way. If I simplify pair 1, I am getting x. If I simplify pair 2, I am getting y. And if you know the final expression, you should write it as f of x comma y equal to x plus y. This is the finalized minimized expression. Completed. Everyone,
Yes, sir.
please note down these things in your notebook. Now, moving to the next problem. I hope everyone have written all these things in your notebook. Now, I can write one more problem. I can write problem here. F of xyz. Okay, f of xyz equal to sum of 2, 3, 4, 5. First try yourself. First to try this problem. If you are not getting, I can do this one. Okay, first to try yourself. If you completed the problem, then tell me the solution. Are you doing this problem? Everyone, are you doing this problem?
Yes, sir.
No.
X plus y, sir.
Final solution.
Yes, sir.
X plus y.
No, sir. No, sir. X y dash plus y, sir.
Y dash plus y. Oh.
X dash y plus xy.
X dash y plus
Xy dash.
xy dash. Okay. I'm getting different answers from different people. Okay. Okay. See. Okay. I can do this problem and you can do the another problem. See here. See here. Those who are not doing and those who are sitting ideally. See here. How? First of all, what is the size of our K map? What size of K map I have to draw?
8 cells.
8.
What size of K map I have to draw? 3 variable K
8.
map or 8 cell K map. 3 variable K map or 8 cell K map. Okay. Why? Because in the given function 3 variables are there. X, Y, Z are the 3 variables. Now I have drawn a 3 variable K map. Now I have written the min terms also inside the K map. Now I have to fill the map. What are the min terms in the given expression? Min term 2. Min term 2. I am writing 1 here. Why? Because the given expression is SOP expression. Now min term 3. I am writing 1 here. Another one here. Min term 4. I am writing another one here. Min term 5. This one here. Only these are the given min terms in the given expression. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
What I am writing the min term positions inside the map. Why? Because these are the given min terms. These are the given min terms. Okay. Now we have to group after filling the ones. What we have to do? We have to group these min terms. Now here I can form one pair. Here I can form one pair. And here I can form another pair. Here I can form another pair. Is there any other possibility? Is there any other
No.
possibility, or we have only these two possibilities? We didn't have another possibilities. Only these two possibilities are there. Pair 1 and pair 2. We have only these two possibilities. We have only these two possibilities. Now, if I simplify the first pair, what I am going to get? In row wise, which is common? In row wise, which is common?
X.
X dash. Row wise, 0 means X dash. X is common. Column wise, if you see these column wise. Now, which one is varying and which is common? Column wise.
Y.
Y.
Y is common and Z is varying. Okay. For those who are not understanding this map, I can write here these terms also. X bar, X. Y bar, Z bar. Y bar, Z. YZ. YZ bar. Now, if I consider column wise in this two main terms, which one is varying? Which one is varying? If I consider
Z.
column wise, which one is varying?
Z.
Xy
Z is varying. Z is varying. Y is common. Now I have written Y and I have cancelled Z. Now these two min terms in the row wise, X bar is common. Row wise X bar is common. X bar plus Y. Now consider this pair 2. Consider this pair 2. Now row wise which is common? Row wise which is common?
X.
X is common. Row wise X is common. Why? Because among these two min terms, X is common. Now column wise, if you consider column wise, which is varying?
Z is varying.
Z is varying.
Z is varying. Which is common?
Y.
Y. Y dash.
Y dash.
Y.
Y dash. Okay. Now this is my final expression after simplifying this now. Now, can you tell me the final expression? F of xyz equal to
X bar Y plus
x bar y plus.
X Y bar.
Can I simplify this further?
Yes, sir.
What I can write?
X bar into X plus X bar into XY bar plus.
I can't simplify further, but I can write this expression as in this. What is this one?
XOR.
XOR. Why I have written the expression in this format?
So logical expression is A bar B plus AB bar.
AB bar.
Okay. I know that. Why I have written? Can't I take this expression?
Simplification is needed.
Simplification.
Already we have simplified the given expression. This is my simplified expression.
We need
Why
to
I have written
simplify.
once again in this format? Why I have written this expression in this format? If you are saying the answer, you are the intelligent person, I can give you gift.
To minimize to the last, sir.
Already we have minimized it. Both are same only. Why? Both are same. Why I have written this?
To minimize
SOP forms.
What?
to minimize it to two variables.
Here also two variables only. The above expression.
SOP. Literal.
What?
XOR. XOR, sir. XOR, sir.
Okay, XOR I can understand by
That is
seeing the
exact
expression. It is
logic
XOR.
gate, sir.
What?
We get the in logic gate, we get the result AB bar plus A bar B.
Okay, this is okay. You are saying half of the answer is correct, but listen. What is your number? I don't know. What is your number?
85, sir.
Okay. Listen, 85. What you are saying is correct. Now, why I have written? Listen, everyone. Why I have written this expression? Now, if you are designing a logic circuit, how many gates are required here? How many gates are required? One AND gate here, and second AND gate here,
OR gate.
and finally, in order to combine these two terms, I need the third OR gate or not? How many gates I required to design this circuit? In order to design this one,
One
Only
gate.
one gate.
which gate?
XOR gate.
XOR gate.
We are reducing number of gates or not?
Yes, sir.
From
Yes.
3 gates to 1 gate.
Yes, sir.
What is our main motive? To learn the second unit, what is our main motive?
Using number of gates.
We have to minimize as many gates as possible. Why? Because we have to reduce the complexity. If we are reducing the number of gates, there are so many advantages are there. That is the reason. Directly, both are same. Functionality wise, both are same. Both will do the same function. But in order to design this expression in logic gate format, you need 3 gates. You required 3 gates. But here, how many gates are required? Only one gate is enough. Only one gate is enough. Here you are reducing nearly 2 gates you are reducing. That is the advantage. Am I clear why I have written this expression?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
That is the reason. 85 is saying, but now you can understand. 85, what I am saying.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, that's all for the today's. Okay, I can give you one problem as a homework, and I can wind up the session. Why? Because it's already time is running out. F of ABC equal to, write down the problem you can do, and if you are not solving the problem, we are going to see the same problem in the tomorrow's session. F of ABC equal to, F of ABC equal to sum of min terms of, sum of min terms of, sum of min terms 3, 4, 6, 7. Sum of min terms of 3, 4, 6, 7. Solve this one. Okay, try this one. Tomorrow we are going to discuss the solution. Am I clear, everyone?